Hi, in this video, let's learn about static and dynamic binding in Java. So we should know about what is binding. In Java, data binding is the connection between class and method, or we can say class and field. So Java handles binding either statically or dynamically. So what is binding? Binding is a mechanism creating link between method call and method actual implementation. There are two types of binding. One is static binding and another is dynamic binding. Static binding is when type of object is determined at compile time. It is known as static binding. That is done by the compiler. Dynamic binding, when the type of object is determined at runtime, it is known as dynamic binding. Static binding is otherwise called early binding, whereas dynamic binding is called late binding. Here in this example about static and dynamic binding, here I am having a superclass fruit and a subclass apple. In both class, I am having a method display. In case of main, I am creating object variable for the superclass as well as for the subclass, but the reference is superclass. Fine. So this is the case of static binding because both class is having, both the superclass and subclass is having a same method, but the superclass is having a method declared as static. So while executing, what happens is the display method of superclass is static, right? So the compiler knows that it will not be overdone in subclass, and hence compiler knows during compile time which display method to call, hence no ambiguity. So this is called static binding. In case of dynamic binding, this won't be here, there will be no static declared. We will have simply the method overridden thing. So what is method overdone? When the subclass is having same method as that of superclass, we will say method overdone. So static methods cannot be overdone, right? So we won't have static. In that case, so when that method is being invoked, what happens? Via using the object variable is created for superclass as well as subclass, and method gets invoked. So based on the object, that method information will get displayed. That is dynamic binding. So let's see the difference between static binding and dynamic binding. So static binding is resolved at compile time, whereas dynamic binding is resolved at runtime. Here static binding, it uses type of the class and fields, whereas dynamic binding, it uses the object. Overloading is the example for static binding. Method overriding is the example of dynamic binding. So when the method is declared as private, final or static, we use static binding. Virtual methods use dynamic binding. Basically all Java methods are virtual. Let's see the example. See the program I showed in slide, that's been here. So we are having a superclass fruit, subclass apple. Both methods are same. So this is about no static is used. So this is dynamic binding. Here object variable is created for the superclass and object variable is created for the subclass, but the reference is superclass. Now we will execute this. So we got the result. Good for health from the method of superclass. Apple is very sweet from the method of subclass, right? So what happens here? Both the methods are not static in this code, right? See, no static is being given. So the methods are not static. During compilation, the compiler has no idea to which display has to be called. So it won't have idea of which display method to be called. So compiler goes only by the referencing variable, not by the type of object. Therefore binding would be delayed to runtime, and therefore the corresponding version of display will be called based on the type of object. So if I have created object for superclasses obj, right? For subclass I have created obj2. So based on the type of the object, it will be invoked and it's getting displayed. Suppose I am declaring this as static, right? The previous example was dynamic. Suppose I am declaring this as static. Now we will execute. See, only the information from the superclass is being getting displayed because static method cannot be overwritten. So the compiler knows that. So just displays the method information from the superclass. Though the object variable has been created and used to invoke the method, it cannot be overridden. Okay, thank you. Keep learning.